We are live, coming to you from the beautiful Acumen Stadium on the campus of St. Clair College in Windsor, Ontario, as the 7-0 St. Clair Saints are about to take on the 0-7 Grizzlies from the GTA. My name is Dan Dominguez, alongside me is Connor Sykes, and we, along with the We Digital crew, will be bringing you all the action here on the final day of the regular season in the Ontario Football Conference. Connor, the playoffs are on the horizon. What do the Saints have to do today to take care of business, prepare for the championship running beginning in a couple of weeks?
Well, you said it almost exactly there. They just got to take care of business today. They got to stick to their game plan that they've set in all week. All the playoff positions are pretty much locked at this point. They got to get in, they got to get out, make sure everyone stays healthy so that they can gear up off this bye week coming up and make hopefully a deep playoff run.
Saints are likely to take on the Hamilton Hurricanes, correct?
Yes, from what I've heard.
But they can't overlook GTA. Some of these guys might be playing their last ever real football game, so they can't overlook even an 0-7 team here from the GTA.
Exactly. That's the beauty with football. Anything can happen on any given Sunday, and we got great weather for it, so excited to see a match.
Sun's out. Beautiful crowd here. Beautiful. We got the officials getting ready for the game. We have referee Bruce Carter, the umpire Alex Giemi, down judge Don Hollerhead, line judge Corey Cousins, back umpire Brian Griffith, and the back judge Trevor Hayes here at Acumen Field. They're doing the coin toss. The captains are on the field, and we're getting close to action here at Acumen Field for the St. Clair Saints against the GTA Grizzlies. Beautiful sunny day, blue skies. Crowd starting to pick up here at Acumen Stadium. Starting quarterback today for the Saints is going to be number 1, Matthew Gwinnett. He's out of Windsor, Ontario. Andrew Brush, usually the starter. He's nursing a bit of an injury, so they're going to play it safe here and keep him on the sidelines in preparation for a couple weeks from now for that playoff run.
Yeah, it looks like the Saints are probably going to start off on defense. Looks like they got their kickoff team coming out onto the field. Coach Green out there getting set up. Yep.
So we'll have Connor Rafferty likely coming out for the opening kickoff as the officials take their position, and we're almost ready for action. Oh, I missed it.
Well, my mistake, actually. We're coming out on kick return, so it looks like the offense
taking the ball. Cool.
Offense is going to be out on the field first. So you got your two returners. You got Enzi Ute and Dante Lewis. Dante Lewis, probably one of the best return men in the CJFL.
Yeah, Dante, also one of their top receivers. He has 4 receiving touchdowns this year as well, so he's going to be quick out there.
Yeah, well, a local product out of, the local perennial powerhouse high school team, Herman. He's been here for, I believe, 4 years now, and, whenever he gets the ball in his hands, it's absolutely electric.
The kicker ready to get action. Having a little trouble with the tee there. That's George Barahona getting ready for the kickoff.
Yeah, sometimes with these windy conditions, you got to get a guy out there to hold it, and it doesn't always stand up.
A little bit of disadvantage for the kicking team, having one guy down to start the play, but we'll see what Saints can do with this opening kickoff. And the ball's off, and we're ready to play. One hop, crosses the 20. To the 30, finds a lane on the outside. One man to beat. He might go. 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Saints. The Saints take the opening kickoff. Number 10, Enzi Ute.
Ute, yeah.
Ute, okay.
This kid is electric when he gets the ball in his hands. He is small, he is fast, and, if we get the replay coming up here, you'll see as he goes, it's just the perfect blocking in the middle. You got to go double team right there by the guys, and you give this guy an inch of space, he'll make something happen. You give him 10 feet of space, it's almost guaranteed to be a touchdown.
By the 20-yard line, he could take the foot off the gas. They weren't going to catch him down there.
Great way to start the game off for the Saints.
Preston Knight looking to convert the touchdown for the PAT. They set up. Quarterback holder is Matthew Gwinnett. Good snap, good hold. Up and good. So the Saints taking an early 7-0 lead, 16 seconds into the game. Beautiful start for the St. Clair Saints.
Yeah, that's exactly how you want to start. You want to get a big point up on the board, get that momentum rolling. You know, this is a game that's all about momentum, and Saints have it right now, so they're going to look to keep it going on defense.
Saints want to do is they don't want to call it a scrimmage, but they do want to try some things. They expect to win this game, but they want to be able to try as many things they can, things that can help them against Hamilton in a couple weeks.
Exactly. You know, right before playoffs, you want to kind of try and break some things out, see what's working, see what doesn't. You can practice it a lot, you know, throughout the season during practice, but once you're in the game.
So the Saints get set to kick now.
Looks like it's going to be number 35, Connor Rafferty.
That's Rafferty doing the kickoff. He's out of Kingston, Ontario in his first year.
Yeah, came over from McMaster University. You know, good kid, big leg. Can say that much about him.
The left footer gives it a kick. GTA catches it about the 18-yard line, tries it up the middle, gang tackled. Beautiful coverage there by the Saints.
Yeah, that's just perfect lane discipline on the Saints. You know, when you're on the kickoff, you want to make sure you have all those lanes covered so an opening doesn't come up. You're going to see on the replay here, guy catches it. As he comes up, it's just, you know, everyone's in their lane. There's not a single spot that he can go through.
So who are we looking at the Saints defense? Who's going to lead the way for the Saints D today?
Well, you know, a longtime guy there, Josh Allen, one of my former teammates. He's pretty much that heart and soul on the defense. Look for him to make some plays along with Lorenzo Blake and Nick Brakovic.
So Ryan Boyd in shotgun on first down from about the 31-yard line. Up in the air, just out of the reach. That was Billy Patterson there, just over his head.
Yeah, almost had it. You know, they kind of stayed soft on that one, didn't send any blitzes, just went into almost a shell look there, and they played their coverages, and they were able to stop. You'll see on the replay here.
That's all right. All right, 2nd and 10 here. They're at about the 32-yard line. Boyd out in the shotgun again. Rolls out to his left, short pass. Across the 40, 45, there's a flag. They have a first down, but we'll see what the officials say. That was MJ Doyle Marshall on the catch and run.
Yeah, usually flags coming in like that at the end of the play are some telltale sign of a face mask or something on the defense, but we'll wait for the call here.
Got a legal block after first down was made. Backing it up 10.
So on the offense, that's coming
down.
back.
Saints had a bit of a break there. You know, they sent a backside blitz going with some of their linebackers, and GTA did a really good job of finding the opening in the defense and just kind of dumping it off and taking it as they go.
So it's an early big second down here for the Saints D. They're probably trying to apply some pressure here on Boyd. Well, they actually ruled that a first down, as it turned out. I don't know if they put the ref to push the sign the wrong way there on the penalty call.
Could be because of with the penalty occurring after the catch. Could have been a first down.
Yeah, an illegal use of hands, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the incomplete pass brings it to 2nd and 10 now. Ball's on the 38-yard line. Grizzlies come to the line. We got a stoppage in the play. Just resetting the ball in the proper yard line. 13-11 still to go here in the first quarter. Saints off to an early 7-0 lead on the kickoff return. Saints jump. There's a flag. Looks like a free play. Quarterback slides in, but they'll get the offside penalty here to redo second down, 5 yards closer.
Yeah, Saints got a little bit lucky there. Typically when offenses see that it's going to be a potential offside like it was on there, you're going to want to throw it as deep as possible because no matter what happens, it's going to come back.
Yeah, take a shot, see what happens.
Yeah, you see right there they got lucky with the blitz coming through, put pressure on the quarterback, and he just decided to take it and run.
Yeah, it's a good job. Even if the left end there, if he jumps, just keep going. You know, and don't give him anything for free.
Exactly. You know, they always, you know, the coaches here, this staff, they always say, if you're going to make a mistake, make it at 100%.
Moving it up 5. First down, repeat it.
So they moved the ball 5 yards up, 2nd and 5 now. They're on the 43-yard line. Just under 13 minutes to go here.
Yeah, that right there. Running back coach, Jameson McCurdy, longtime coach of the program.
Boyd shotgun, running back by his side. High snap. Goes deep. That ball's up for grabs. Just out of the reach of Shea Winter.
Yeah, that's really good coverage by Shea there. Nice first-year player. He kind of stayed on him and was just able to block that pass off from him.
There's your win-loss record. The Saints 7-0. Grizzlies having a tough year, 0-7. You can see the discrepancy, 230 yards through 7 games. Not ideal. Penalties about even, but you can see the Saints across the board, not only head and shoulders above the GTA, but head and shoulders above most of this Ontario Football Conference. So 3rd and 5, they're got their punters back. Can't see the number. Looks like Zaman Zamani. Oh, correction. We're going to go George Barahona back for the punt.
Looks like we got a timeout up by GTA.
Okay.
I think some players missing on the field.
Special teams, they don't have a ton of players over there on the GTA sidelines. Coming to Windsor here, St. Clair with about 34 players, I believe we counted.
Yeah, and that's, you know, especially in our Ontario Football Conference League, that's not a lot of guys. So expect to see a lot of these GTA players on both sides of the ball, and it might be a tiring day for them.
Yeah, I imagine they have a number of players going both ways today, just out of necessity. So Dante Lewis comes out to the right side. He's got the ball at 35. He's looking for a lane. He gets it out past the 40. He's running out of room, pushed out, beats one man, gets to the GTA 50-yard line. Nice run back. He didn't have anywhere to go to begin that, but with his speed, he just created room.
Yeah, that's what I said about him right at the start of the broadcast. He is an electric player when he gets the ball in his hands, and you can even see when it looks like there's nothing happening, he's going to make something.
He's in his 4th year.
Yeah, graduating player out of Herman, like I said, the perennial powerhouse. And just, you know, he's very patient with the ball when he gets it.
Only 5'8". He almost reminds me of a little bit of a Tyreek Hill.
Something like that.
That we see on Sundays.
Exactly like that.
So the first offensive snap here for the Saints. A little inside handoff there. Good run to the outside. Nice run there by Jonathan Cartier. He has a ways to go today. He needed about 150 yards to take the lead for the rushing lead this year.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if we'll see it here, but you'll see on the replay. It's a simple, straight zone block. GTA is not playing with very many guys in the box, so expect to see St. Clair just kind of stick to the ground and try and hammer right into those opens. Looks like they only got about 2 down linemen.
So he got enough for the first down there. So 1st and 10 on the 38. We're going left to right across your screen here at Acumen Stadium. Gwinnett kind of in a pistol there. Drops back. Looking deep. Tough throw. He ran out of sideline space there. A little bit close to the sidelines. He had double coverage on him. That's a tough play for Jared Hayes-Williams to make there.
Yeah, I mean, Jared can make a lot of plays happen, but expect to see, you'll see over top as Gwinnett releases this ball. GTA is most likely going to be double covering him with a safety over top. He has been an all-Canadian receiver for the past 2 years in this league, and teams know about him by now, and they're going to do everything they can to try and limit him.
So 2nd and 10 here on the 38. 11-13 to go in the first. Hands off. Big hole. Just gets tripped up.
Oh, that looked like it could have gone for 6 if he didn't slip up there. This is just a simple counter play, bringing the backside guard and tackle, and it looks like, we'll see on the replay here.
I don't know if anyone got him there. He might have just, the turf monster might have got him there.
I think so. You see GTA, some of the Saints players even, they don't even know who to block because GTA was so fooled by the misdirection.
Got enough for the first down, though, so the Saints' drive continues. Now on the 27. So they're getting just enough just to drive it down GTA's throat here. A little breeze coming into the quarterback. He's got Cartier behind him. He drops back for the pass. Going to the end zone. Just over the head of number 10, Enzi
Yuyute, yeah.
Yuyute.
Guy that came down from the Toronto area to play for us. He's electric. You know, you're calling Dante a Tyreek Hill. He's almost the definition of a Tyreek Hill also. So when you got two guys like that, you're going to try and take your deep shots, especially on first down. And, you know, if something doesn't come out of it, you got second down.
So 2nd and 10 coming now. Got two receivers on either side. Another handoff there to Cartier. He's looking for a hole, cuts it back inside. Just taken down. I think just enough for the first down.
Yeah, they went right back to that counter play, but just ran it to the opposite side.
Chains move, and the Saints get a first down.
Yeah, you see on the replay here, you got two big guys, number 65, Corey Levesque, and number 63, Noah Droulard. And when you're running behind those two guys, it is going to be a difficult time for the defense.
Yeah, Droulard's a big man. He did a good job, not even blocking, just kind of setting a pick, getting in the way. So Cartier could cut that ball back in and just gain enough for the first down. So the clock moving here from the 16-yard line. First down again for the Saints. Boyd drops back, goes the end zone into double coverage. Tough play, just incomplete.
Almost intercepted there. Jared got a nice hand on it, but good play by the defensive back to kind of break it up and almost pull it into himself. Gannett's trying to take these deep shots now.
Yeah, Felix Afori, the DB from GTA, made a nice play.
Very close, very close. Those are some dangerous throws to pass, but, you know, eventually one of them is going to work out for you.
So we got two receivers on each side. Second down from the 16. Another inside handoff. Big hole on the left side. Cartier, one man to beat. Just taken down at the 1 or 2 yard line. He had the end zone in sight. Someone just got him by the ankles at the last moment.
You know, that's the third time on this drive they've ran that counter, and it has been wide open. I guarantee you as soon as this drive's over, that GTA coach is going to bring his defense onto the sideline, and he's going to draw that play out right in front of him and say, this is what we need to look for because it's killing them right now.
So we'll see if they let Cartier. He's done most of the work on this drive. Let's see if they let him get into the end zone here on 1st and goal from the 2. Cartier behind Gwinnett. He's got Pappin in the backfield there with him. In the handoff to Cartier. Barrels his way into the end zone for another Saints touchdown.
Yeah, when you get down in these goal line situations, this is just basically a man-on-man assignment. Who can beat their man? And you'll see St. Clair just at the point of attack, utterly dominant. Cartier.
He had a head of steam there. As soon as he lowers that shoulder, it's all over.
Nice block by number 32, Jarrell Pappin, just to block that outside guy that was coming in hot, and Cartier saw the hole and went for it.
Good effort there by Liam MacArthur for GTA, but, you know, I mean, size-wise, I think Cartier, he's got the advantage on with that head of steam. So ready for the point after here. Good snap. And it's up and good. So early 14-0 lead here for the Saints. Doing what they're supposed to do. Took the first kickoff, ran it back for a touchdown, got the GTA offense off the field, and just literally ran it right down their throat with Cartier and took a 14-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, already Cartier's sitting at 51 rushing yards, so who knows, that OUA or that OFC lead might be coming up in.
Yeah, we'll have to check out his stats as we go here. He had to have probably close to 50 yards on that drive.
Something like that, you know. Look to see them feed him throughout the first and second quarters before they eventually start rotating some guys in to prevent injuries.
Who are we likely to see after Cartier once in his day?
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if we see maybe Boris Wright or Kean Vokes. You know, two guys. Kean is a second-year player, nice, small, very shifty. And Boris almost, I got to say, reminds me a little bit like Reggie Bush.
The left footer takes his run up. Nice high kick to about the 20-yard line. Felix Afori gets taken down.
Yeah, that was an absolutely beautiful play by Tyler Shumansky. Nice open field tackle. As the guy tried to break it outside, he just managed to lock up on him and bring him to the ground, which as a contained guy on the kickoff, that's almost exactly what you have to do.
Yeah, Szymanski's a smaller guy, 175 out of Chatham, Ontario. He did a good job to wrap him up and wait for his teammates to help out.
Yeah, that's sometimes all you got to do. You just got to play physical, and that potentially saves a nice big run back if the GTA returner is able to break it outside.
That was Mike Kaburski, the head coach of GTA, we saw in that last shot, trying to guide his troops through this last game of the regular season. They're not going to move on to the playoffs after this one, but trying to make a good solid effort here. A lot of these guys playing their last junior football game as well. So Boyd back in the gun again. He's got two receivers on either side. Quick slant. Ooh. Turnover. They ruled him down by contact. So Malcolm Miller, what are they ruling here? They are ruling turnover.
Well, that was quick. I mean, you know what? That was a great read by the GTA quarterback. Saints brought a backside pressure with their backside linebacker in half, and, in that situation, what you're supposed to do is you're just supposed to throw it right into the blitz.
Yeah, I think we have a little, oh, he caught it? Nice catch.
Oh, beautiful. But you'll see, CJFL rules state if your knee is down, you are down by contact.
So Nathan Norton with the interception there. The receiver just kind of juggles it, couldn't hang it on. Right in the Norton's hand. He'll take that all day long, the easy interception. Able to keep it off the turf.
He's a former receiver from Massey High School here, so, unlike most DBs, he's got some hands.
He's got hands. Back, another deep throw. Tough throw out of bounds. That one was heading for 81, Michael Ryan. Tall receiver out there, 6'4".
Yeah, he looks like he was just trying to high point him out there, but just got a little bit too much oomph on the throw. If he would have brought that back in just a little bit, it would have given Mike a chance to make the play.
5th year with the team, Ryan.
Yeah, been there for a while. See, just outside of his reach. But that's what you do in games like this. You just work what you can and try and see what you can do.
A lot of room over there on that GTA sidelines. Not a lot of extra players there. So Gwinnett now, 2nd and 10, 35-yard line of the GTA Grizzlies. Receivers in motion. He looks left, nice little throw to Enzi Uyute. Makes a cutback, still has room on his feet. Another cutback, he's still on his feet. Down to about the 6 or 7-yard line. He was tough to bring down there.
Yep, it's like we said, he's even wearing Tyreek Hill's number. You get that kid with the ball in open space, and he will make something happen. You see, it's just a little dump-off pass into the flats. But with his speed and his agility, he's able to just make guys miss. He's got a great lower body power, and he can stay balanced even when he gets hit.
And Shea White, 33, he was chasing him all over, but he couldn't bring him down. So let's see what the Saints do here. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. 6:04 to go here. The clock running. Gwinnett with Cartier behind him. Uyute runs in motion. He looks right. Has time. Caught for the touchdown. Jared Hayes-Williams.
That was a beautiful ball by Matt Gwinnett, just sliding it right into the open pocket. When you run slants like that into the end zone, there's not as much space as there is when you're on a full field at the 50-yard line. So you got to be pretty precise with where you put that thing. And it was just, you'll see right here.
He's got a lot of time there. The offensive line giving him plenty of time to get a second or third option.
Still good coverage, too, by the GTA defensive back. But, again, Jared, all-Canadian receiver, he just makes plays like that.
So Jared's going to need a few more yards, too. He's looking for the Ontario lead for yards this season. He was about 80 short to begin the game, so that might have been his first catch today.
I believe so, and, we'll see them try and, LaChance wants to try and get these guys into these positions where they're succeeding in this game, so expect him to try and draw up a few plays to target Jared a little bit more and hopefully get him that lead.
They want to give him the stats, but they got to protect him in the second half. Championships are more important than individual records, but he'll try and get, especially some of his graduating players, some good time on the field today.
Exactly. Last regular season home game, they're just going to want to look out and have some fun.
So 21-0 here. Saints lead against the GTA Grizzlies this final day of the Ontario Football Conference regular season. Saints are getting ready for the playoffs, likely against Hamilton in 2 weeks. The ball rolls off the tee, and we'll have to reset. Rafferty gets set for the kickoff.
Yep. Might have to do what GTA did right on the opening kickoff. Looks like Enzi Ute is going to go up there and hold that ball. This wind is...
Yeah, the flags on the goalposts are moving a little bit now, so we got a little bit of a wind gust coming from right to left on across your screen.
Yeah, there's not too much holding that ball up, so even a little bit of wind can knock it off course.
There's the run up. That wind taking that ball. He's gonna have nowhere to go on that right side. That looked like Jamal Vassell with the reception, with the receiving, and then he got about 5-10 yards before the Saints gang tackled him.
Yeah, this is another thing in games like these. This is exactly what you want to see. You want to see your special teams doing well, playing their assignments. You'll see again, like they did with the first and the second kickoff that they received. You just have perfect lane discipline. You got 3 guys with no space in between for the GTA returner to move in between, and that's exactly what you want to see in late season games like this, because once you hit playoffs, if that isn't set in stone, you're in trouble.
So we'll see what the Grizzlies have here, down 21-0. They look like they have some opportunities on the short pass. They're just not executing yet. So if they can get some execution, they might be able to try and move past half down the field a little bit. So Boyd still at quarterback. Little dump off to the receiver. It looked like that they might tip that. Patterson might have got a hand on that.
Yeah, they did the exact same blitz that they just ran on the last play with the interception. They brought the strong side halfback and the strong side linebacker. You see right here, number 52, Josh Allen, and number 2, Billy Patterson. And again, quarterback does a good job. Throw into the blitz on the open guy, but you'll even see there, even though it was dropped, number 8, Nick Brakovic, was right and all over that.
I think Patterson got a finger off that, taking a little bit of the momentum off of it.
Could have helped. Yeah, you'll see there Mike LaChante's head coach and wide receivers coach Omar Hayes Williams, brother of Jared Hayes Williams.
So 2nd and 10 from the 27. There's a flag, looks like offside on GTA. He's brought down about the 36-yard line.
Yep.
Looked like the receiver might have been across the line early there.
Could be that, or you had backside corner number 21 Shea Winter coming on a blitz. I guess we'll have to wait to see what the call is here. It's a good tackle by number 44, Nick Trifon.
Offside, yeah, they're indicating offside on the offense. So we'll see what the Saints elect to do here. They were a little short of the first down, so it's either going to be 3rd and short or 2nd and about 2nd or 15. So we'll see what they elect. Looks like they're going to move them back.
Yeah, because a decline on that would have given GTA probably either a first down or close to a first down there. I would expect after this for Morency to start talking to his linebackers about that running back, because that's the second time that he's come through the middle and just taken a little dump pass for more than 10 yards.
Are they just playing a little bit too deep on that?
Yeah, or they got blitzes coming off the side like they do right there.
Way over his head on the left side.
Yeah, looks like he was a little under pressure. Just tried to get it over top. Again, you had number 2, Billy Patterson, number 52, Josh Allen, coming off that edge.
That was intended for Jacob Karpik, but he didn't have a shot at that ball. 6-foot receiver needed another 6 inches there at least. So GTA brings in the special teams for the punt.
It looks like you got number 18, Dante Lewis, and number 14, Tristan Rutherford, back to return for the Saints.
Another late arrival for the GTA special teams.
That's sometimes an issue when you have so few guys. So many guys are playing on so many different things. It's in this heat and the weather, it's hard to...
They still had a 7 on the play clock there. Low end over end punt. That's Lewis. Catches that at the 50. Cross midfield. Spins out of it, but they're going to hold him up about the 41, 42-yard line of GTA. Good run back there. It wasn't a long punt, but he was able to get ahead of steam, and another good field position for the Saints to begin this drive.
It was a good placement of the kick by the GTA. He's going to kick it to the short side of the field, and that's what you want to do when you're going against a returner like Dante Lewis. And it looks like we got a flag on the field.
Oh, I think they might have picked that one up.
Maybe an errant flag. But like I was saying, you want to kick to the short side of the field, use the sideline to your advantage, give him less room to work with, because if you give Dante a full field to work with, he'll make you pay.
So Gwinnett's still in there. Cartier behind him. You got Rutherford going in motion to the right. Quarterback Across the middle, behind the receiver, behind Jared Hayes-Williams. He had him on the run, just threw it kind of a yard behind them there.
Yeah, so, you know, those drags are honestly sometimes some of the hardest throws to make with receivers moving so fast across your screen. You also had a good block by, I believe it was number 81, Mike Ryan. If this ball would have been on target right here, as you can see, probably would have had a head of steam going possibly towards the end zone.
Is Gwinnett much of a rushing quarterback? He had a bit of a lane there on the left side.
Very much so. I expect to see some rollouts incorporated into it, but for right now, I think they're trying to get his feet settled as a pocket passer.
He drops back. Nice reception there. Tries to break the tackle, a little short of the first down. Dante Lewis. Good, strong throw by the quarterback. He caught it right about the 35-yard line there. I think we're going to be a couple yards short there.
I believe so. Looks like Saints offense is staying out on the field. You know.
Likely. It's about 3rd and 3, it looks like. Yeah, 3rd and 3 on the 35. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first.
Yeah, with the way they've been running the ball, they just sent in their fullback, number 32, Jarrell Pappin. So I'd expect to see some kind of run with Cartier to just keep those chains moving, keep the drive alive.
They're down, hand off to Cartier. Big hole on the left side. Nice tackle there by number 44, Ryan Foley. 5'10", 290.
Yeah, great play by the T-tackle. You actually see this is something of an outside trap play where they pull a guard to kind of kick the end over here. And it was just a great job. He got off his block, was able to get a hand on, or get an arm around Cartier and hold on. But as you can see, Saints still got the first down. So they'll keep the drive alive here.
I would imagine he's 190. I think that's a misprint on the old roster there.
Possibly.
So they did get the first down here. Gwinnett now from the 31 drops back. Over the middle. Nice reception. Was that Uyute? No, that was 18.
Lewis.
Dante Lewis.
Yeah. Just a simple inside. They have two drags going across the field to try and fool the linebackers coming across. Picks the guy that's open. You'll see right here. Gets it right in the breadbasket. It was actually a pretty good tackle by GTA to be able to hold on to Dante, because if he would have broken out, who knows what he would have done.
So it looks like Lewis and Uyute, a little bit more of the slot receivers. A little bit smaller, a lot quicker.
Yeah, you got Jared and Mike Ryan as their typical outsides, and Tristan Rutherford, Uyute, and Dante Lewis as their slots.
So they reset. They have 4 receivers on the right side here. He looks left. Now across to the right side, just behind the receiver again.
Yeah.
Uyute unable to come up with that one. A little bit behind them. Would have been a nice catch if he could make it.
Yeah, that's sometimes what they want to do here. They'll set up one guy on the backside, their tallest receiver, Mike Ryan, try and get a chance. If they don't like the look of it, then they'll just look for something front side. You know, again, like a couple of the other passes before, if you would have just gotten a few yards ahead, who knows where Uyute could have gone with that.
So 2nd and 10 now, ball on the 19 into the last minute here of the first quarter. Gwinnett in the shotgun. Uyute coming across in motion. Cartier, the running back. Fakes the throw. Big hole in the middle on the left side. Nice tackle there by Keenan MacArthur.
Yeah, that was a great read by the linebacker. This was a well-designed play, almost Statue of Liberty-esque, except it's more of a draw. And you'll see it's wide open, but great speed by the linebacker to come in, read the play, snuff it out, and now the Saints look like they're going to send out their kicking unit.
Almost a little bit of a horse collar there, but... So we got 3rd and about 4. They're on the 19-yard line.
Looks like you're going to have Preston Knight going out to attempt this kick.
Gwinnett, the holder, counting his numbers. They're one short.
Yeah, you see...
Grattan comes running on last minute. High snap. Oh, off the post. No good.
Yeah, almost a little bit similar to the game we saw this morning between the Saints and the Vikings. Just, you know, with how small those posts are, you wouldn't think they'd be easy to hit, but been happening a lot more often than normal. So
the GTA Grizzlies will start on their own 13-yard line now. We got the standings up here again, we're on the last day of the regular season. You see the Saints atop the standings at 7-0. London won yesterday to improve to 6-2. Ottawa 4-3. Hamilton 3-5. Quinty and GTA not going to make the playoffs this year. So again, we see Hamilton Hurricanes, a likely opponent in 2 weeks here at Acumen Stadium. The Saints defeated Hamilton a couple times this year, and they'll look to do for a third time once we reach the playoffs.
Strong and tough team. It'll be a good matchup, that's for sure.
They had some close matchups against Hamilton. So short snap, he's going deep. There's no receiver there. Nice interception by 21, Shea Winter. He was wide open as a DB, and that's not what the quarterback wants to see.
Yeah, it appears to be a little bit of a miscommunication. I think the quarterback thought the receiver was going to go run a vertical route, except you see kind of passing your screen. He ran a hook, and, you know, Shea just played the ball. Made a nice play, kept the feet in bounds, and now the offense is going to take over again and look to put some more points on the board.
So we're done after a quarter. St. Clair Saints lead at 21-0 against the GTA Grizzlies. And we see the St. Clair bench there. Looks like Nathan Norton talking to a few teammates there. Shea Winter after that beautiful interception telling his teammates all about it.
Yeah, you got a few DBs there. Billy Patterson, Nick Mullman. You know, this is a lot deeper of a defensive back group than the Saints have been used to the past couple of years. So nice to see some lockdown coverage.
So they switch sides here. The Saints are now going to be traveling right to left across your screen. Ute coming in motion over to the left side. 3-step drop. Across the middle. Nice throw and catch. Jared Hayes-William on a nice slant there, and you got another 10 or 15 yards after the play.
Yeah, it was a beautiful throw by Matt Gannett to hit Jared in stride, and when you do that, he can just keep it moving. That's what you want to do when you're running these drag routes across. You want to be able to hit them in stride so that there's no loss in momentum, and they can just keep running at full speed. Makes it a lot harder for the defenders to make a tackle.
So 1st and 10 now on the 14-yard line. Gwinnett back, Cartier behind them. Lewis runs in motion to the right side. Quarterback looks left. Reception there. Tristan Rutherford jumps into the end zone for another Saints touchdown. Easy pitch and catch there. He had the corner, able to go in untouched.
Yeah, it looks like it might have been a bit of a broken coverage by the GTA Grizzlies because normally on defense you don't want a receiver that wide open, especially that close to the end zone.
Looks like Rutherford might have enjoyed that touchdown a little bit more. I see a marker in the end zone. I think he had one dance move too many there.
Yeah, sometimes they'll call it, sometimes they won't. You know, the way I always see it is just, you know, it's a game. Let these kids have fun.
Hops into the corner of the end zone, and the Saints lead at 27-0 with the PAT coming in a second here.
Play.
It looks like they're picking up the flag.
Okay, they let them have those dance moves.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's just a game.
So that's Knight getting ready for the PAT. See if he can pound this one through after Doinkin went off the post last time on the field goal. Up another flag on the play. It's up and through. We'll see whether someone was lined up offside here.
Yeah, sometimes when you get that many guys up close into the line of scrimmage all bunched together, you don't realize how close you are to that line. So we'll have to see what they call it on the field here.
Hit offside.
There's
Defense.
offside on the D, so Saints are likely to take that on the kickoff.
Point is good.
So 28-0 here, 13:52 to go in the second quarter. We're at Acumen Stadium on the St. Clair College campus. The Saints on the last day of the regular season, 7-0 against the 0-7 Grizzlies, doing what they're supposed to do. They're up 28-0 early here in the second quarter. We'll see sometime later in this quarter if Coach LaChance starts moving some different guys in and out of the lineup.
Yeah, I think once he gets to a comfortable lead, then he'll start trusting his backups to get in there. But right now, I think he just wants to get the offense clicking, make sure they know what they're doing, they have their plays run, and so far, so good. So Looks like that wind's going to affect the ball again. Ute is going to have to go down and hold it once more.
There's the kickoff there. Almost to the goal line. He bobbles it. He's going to be in trouble now. Felix Afore, he's going to look to get out of the end zone. He's not going to be able to do it.
Well, and that, my Canadian football rules, don't mistake me. I believe that should be called a rouge.
It is a rouge. I've been looking forward to calling a rouge since I got this gig here.
So you'll see St. Clair now go to 29 points. For those of you who are unaware or so used to college and NFL football, in Canadian football, when a kick goes out of the back of the end zone or a player with the ball or who receives a kick from the ball in the end zone is downed in the end zone, they award 1 point to the kicking team. And sometimes it means nothing, and sometimes you'll see what happened last year with the OFC Championship and the London Beefeaters being able to kick a rouge to topple the Saints.
Yeah, in the championship there, that was a tough loss last year for the Saints.
Yep, they're looking to avenge it this year.
So we'll see if the Grizzlies can get something going here. They're on their own 35-yard line. They haven't been able to get past midfield here against this tough Saints D. Looks over to the right side, quick hitter. Big hit by 45.
Yeah, that's London Dawson there. Actually, some of their backups that they're already starting to get into the game. You know, again, this quarterback, he's impressing me with how he's reading these blitzes. They sent another backside blitz with their will linebacker and their defensive halfback, and he just read the play and threw it right in.
Nice job by Wisdom Iguam to hold on. So, yeah, there's the scores and schedules for the Saints this year. Beating up on Quinty 82-0, and you can see wins across the board. A couple of close ones against Hamilton. That'll be the important ones. 20-6 and 23-13. Back out here at Acumen early in the season, 20-6 victory. Their likely opponent in a couple weeks. So they get a first down. They're at the 47 now. Ryan Boyd drops back, little dump off over the middle. Breaks a tackle, breaks a couple tackles, and gets close to a first down. Nice play there by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, again, they're just running that little. It looks like they're swinging their back out wide to the wide side, and then they're just dumping a little screen pass off into the middle. And St. Clair's got to find an answer for this.
That was Elio Almeida making the reception there, the running back, 5'10", 205. Yeah. So it's second and short. I would imagine to try and bust this one right up the middle to try and gain that last yard. High snap. They're looking to throw again. Another same play. Dump off. Same guy. Elio. Ball's loose.
Ball's loose and hold on. And my, oh my, that was an athletic play. What a hurdle. You see on the replay here. Again, this is just another one of those dump off passes. He's able to break the guys up in the middle, and you'll see right here, sees the guy coming in low.
Nice.
Right over top.
So that dump off every time over the middle there. So they're going to have to bring a linebacker down in coverage a little bit to try and prevent that little dump.
Something, a little, someone just to watch him and make sure that he doesn't take that. But, you know, I can see pretty much almost half the starters are out now, so.
29-0 here. They're finally across midfield. Oh, low snap. They just got the fall on that one.
Yeah.
That one didn't even reach the quarterback.
Yeah, it looks like it may have just hooked off the ground or something.
A little bit of a pushing match there. 51, Joey DeNoble giving him a little shove. Let him know he's there.
Yeah, we'll see some substitutions now. Looks like the starting defensive line is coming back out for the second and long. I guess they're probably looking to get some pressure on the quarterback.
So there's the scores and schedules. That's GTA's scores. They've had a tough go of it. You know, scoring only more than 7 points only the one time against Quinty. So they're looking to try and finish this with a little bit of respect, not to get rolled here by the Saints. Some of these guys are going to be playing their last junior football game. So we got 2nd and 14 from the 41. There's a whistle. We'll have to wait for the referee's call. Referee's discussing it, see what the offense wants to do. Looks like they just stopped the whistle. Didn't look like there was a penalty, so we're going again here. 2nd and 14 still from the 41. So Boyd drops back in the shotgun. Way offside the wide receiver. Armin Donu got about a 5-yard head start on that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes when you try and run those 2-count plays where you're trying to get the defense to jump, like I think they were there, just if the receivers aren't in it mentally, they can't. Mistakes like that happen.
So we got 2nd and 19 now, back on the 46. Saints are all up on the line, but I imagine they're going to give them a little bit of room in front. The high snap. Looks deep over the left side. Number 4 comes out of nowhere. That was Malcolm Miller. That didn't look like it was intended for him originally, but he looked like he went and got it.
Well, it looks like a couple of DBs just got a little bit crossed up, lost sight of the ball, and the receiver managed to keep track on it. Looks like they were playing kind of a cover 2 down look, and you'll see,
And they're looking up into that sun, so some of those guys might be losing that ball in that high sky. Just sunny blue sky day today.
Yeah, see there, number 31, Molman. He had a good play on the ball, but sometimes when the ball's coming in that hot, you just miss those swipes.
So that's a big conversion there for the Grizzlies. 2nd and 19. So they got something cooking here. 1st and 10 on the 27. Boyd, another high snap. Short on the left side. That didn't have a chance. Malcolm Miller couldn't receive that one at all.
Yeah, you'll see they got a little bit of pressure on the front side with number 43, Van Lair, coming through. They sent just a little strong side blitz and possibly could have affected the throw.
Looked like he was backpedaling from the get-go on that one.
Yeah, when you're trying to throw off your back foot, it's you need a lot more arm strength to get it to where you want it to go.
So 2nd and 10 here now. 29-0 with just about 9 minutes to go in the first half. We're on the 27-yard line. And number 63 out wide. The big fella, Alex Spears, regular offensive lineman, playing receiver now. A little outside throw, incomplete off Miller's hands. Tough play.
Yeah, like you were mentioning with number 63, sometimes in games like this, coaches just say, hey, let's go out there and let's have fun.
Yep. So if they have an injury, it's just next man up, right? If you're on the depth chart as the next guy, you can get out there.
Exactly. You see the pass right there. Good job getting over the hands of the defensive lineman, but unfortunately, number 4 just unable to hang on.
Yeah, he was open. He might have been close to that first down. So we got a field goal attempt now. I can't see the number.
So you got number, I believe it's 18.
So it's Jorge Bajarona. That's a low kick. That's not going to get there. They're going to try and keep it out keep the shutout alive. He's trying to get to the outside, and he'll get dragged down there. That was Dante Lewis on the return of the field goal.
Looks like we got multiple flags on the field, so we'll see what that's about. Okay. I want to see if...
Is that too many men?
I believe so. I didn't see it, but you'll... I want to see if maybe, I believe there was a little bit of a tip.
Penalties declined. First down.
So they declined the penalty, and the Saints will take over after the missed field goal and the return by Lewis.
Yeah, I can already see now, too. We got some backup receivers coming in for the offense, so looks like they're already starting to work them in.
So the Saints will take over on their own 20-yard line. 8:19 to go. They lead the Grizzlies 29-0. That looks like Nathaniel. I'm going to let you pronounce that one, Connor.
I think we usually just call him Ty.
That's a lot easier.
I don't even think I can pronounce that name, but yeah.
I'll give it a go. Tyzuwitz. Sure, we'll go with that. From Mississauga. I like Ty.
Ty's a good one. It looks like they're already getting Cartier out. You know, like you said, don't want to risk anybody getting hurt in these meaningless games. So even though that OFC lead is there, I think LaChance is kind of telling him, hey, we'd rather have you for playoffs than
exactly
on a record board.
Yeah, they're going to need their star running back against Hamilton. They played 2 close games against them this season.
Yeah, Hamilton's defense presents a lot for the Saints offense. They got a big force unit, all averaging probably well over 6 feet. Defense plays hard, and offense, they like to pass the ball around and do some change-up things. So the Hurricanes present a really great matchup.
So there's what we're talking about there. It's to be announced the exact time on October 15th, but we're going to be here at Acumen Stadium Saturday, October 15th, in the Ontario Football Conference semifinal. In the other semifinal, we're going to have London taking on the Ottawa Sooners. And the team to be announced, but as we said, it's likely to be the Hamilton Hurricanes unless something crazy happens in Quinte today.
Yeah, and you'll most likely see the Ottawa Sooners head on to take on the Beefeaters.
So we're ready for action. The referees are getting ready to spot the ball again. The chains are set, and we're ready for action again. Second quarter, 8:19 to go. St. Clair Saints lead the GTA Grizzlies 29-0. Still Gwinnett behind center. Big hole on the right side. Big run on the outside. He's got one man to beat. He gets taken down just past midfield. Ty with a great run. Nathaniel Tezkowitz.
Yeah, that was a great opening by the offensive line there. You'll see you can pretty much drive a car through that opening. And once running backs see that hole, they're just going to use their speed, and you'll see it even there. He just uses it to blow past half the defense, and if it wasn't for that last guy, we'd probably be looking at another 6 on the board for the Saints.
Another tall running back. Both the Saints running backs, they're both 6'1", right around 200 pounds. So they're tough to bring down when they got that head of steam. Another inside handoff to Ty. He goes up the middle just to the right side, right at the marker. Looks like he might have got the first down. He did.
Yeah, you'll see. They went back to that counter play again, and GTA was a little bit more prepared for it this time. They had a bit more bodies in there, but it's still a great run. Like you were mentioning, you don't often see tall running backs, especially when they're coming through the hole, coming up high in football, that tall. But if you can use your size well, then there's no telling what you can be.
And it's only going to be a problem as the game goes on. These GTA Grizzlies playing pretty short-handed today. If they're going 2 ways, they're just going to get tired every time with the Saints running it down on them. So we got 2 running backs in the backfield now. Another handoff to Ty. Again, up the middle. Fights forward to about the first down. He was close to a 10-yard run there. We'll see the referees spot it.
Yeah, you see number 12 there, Lewis. He's actually a wide receiver, but they put him into the backfield. I know from practice they love this kid. He blocks hard, and he plays hard, so I think they're trying to get him involved as much as they can.
And I know the big boys on the offensive linemen, they love running it. They'd rather run block than pass block any day of the week. So they do give them the first down. The Saints are at the 30-yard line. Gwinnett's still in there. Big run up the middle. And there's Lewis. He's in for the touchdown. Like you said, they love giving that Lewis a chance. He's a blocker, but you got to let the man eat once in a while. And he went right up the middle and barely got touched for the touchdown.
And that's the thing with guys who block hard. If you block hard in this offense, you are going to get the ball. They are going to find ways to get you involved in the offense, and you'll even see it right there. Takes his first carry of the game right into the end zone for a touchdown.
So the Saints now lead at 35-0. That was a great play by Lewis there. They'll look on the tack on the PAT. And how about that? You score a 20-yard touchdown. What do you have to do? You have to go block for the PAT. You don't get a rest. You got to still go to work.
No, and it looks like he's about to head out, and I think he might be calling for a sub.
He might
take him off
the
kickoff.
Teams. Yeah. I think he deserved a break, but we'll see what happens with. We'll have to keep an eye on Lewis on this play.
Yeah, guys like that, that's sometimes when you're on special teams and you get thrown in games like this, playing as a backup, you can shed quite a few pounds. See the sign there, number 67, Mark Speller.
Got some fans out there, big guy, 6', 320 out of Windsor. His 4th year for the Saints.
Yeah, starting right tackle for the Saints, does good on those pulls. He makes some pretty great blocks, and, like I said, he's been a long-time guy. So you see out here, number 33, looks like Preston Knight's going in to do the kickoffs, and I assume maybe they'll be putting Connor Rafferty onto the PATs and field goals.
So we're just under 6 minutes here. Second quarter. We're getting closer to halftime, but I think it's almost official. The road is on. So let's see what the Saints can do here for the next 2.5 quarters. The righty angles it to the left side. The up man takes it. He didn't have a lot to go. The big man, 52, Keenan MacArthur's a linebacker, so he's not going to be doing anything fancy. He's just going to bull rush that as far as he can.
Yeah, you know, they always tell those guys up on what we call the wall formation in that middle. If you get the ball, you just take it and you run straight. Don't try and do anything fancy. Don't try and make some spin moves. Just take the ball, get 2 hands on it, and get up the field and get as many yards as you can. See the GTA guys over there trying to catch a breather.
Yeah, there's not a lot of shade over there. They're using the scoreboard as their only shade. The Saints right in the sun right now, so they got a hot sideline where they got a little bit of relief over there for the small GTA roster. So they'll take over on their own 40. 5:33 and counting here in the second quarter. GTA trails at 36-0. Boyd still back, high snap again. Little wobbler down to the middle. Nice catch. Looks like tight end there. Jacob Karpik with the catch. He gets close to the midfield line and a GTA first down.
Yeah, you see the linebacker get a little drawn off, you know, reading the quarterback's eyes as he goes, and with that, you'll see receiver comes just behind him, and you know, Morency is a big teacher in reading the receivers and not the quarterback's eyes. That way, he always says you don't want to cover grass.
Looks like wholesale changes on the D line there. Four off, 4 on.
Yeah, trying to get guys involved and just keeping guys fresh.
So Boyd back again. They're having trouble with that snap. Again over his head. He's scrambling. The ball's loose. The Saints pounce on it for the turnover. That looks like 98. Is that Ibrahim Mo with the recovery there?
Yeah, that's going to be Mo.
They've had about, it looks like 7 or 8 high snaps over that quarterback's head. He's been doing a good job up till now, but unable to get his fingertips on that one, just over his head.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, those snaps aren't the easiest thing to come by, and all it takes is one wrong movement when you're going back with that snap, and ball could be everywhere.
There's Mo celebrating with his teammates there, getting the fumble recovery.
Yeah, you know, first-year guy out of Etobicoke. 6'2", 275.
No turnover chain or any celebration for the Saints sideline?
Nah, they're expecting it.
So Gwinnett's still in there. Nice run down the left side. That looks like Ty just dragging tacklers with him. He dragged that tackler about 5 yards with him.
Yeah, they always say when they're coaching football, a guy who runs his feet is going to win. And you'll see right there as he runs, if we get the replay up, he just never stops moving his feet.
Looks like Vassell was just there for the ride for GTA number 7.
Yeah, you'll see right here, he just keeps his feet churning and churning and churning. And eventually, when you stay up that long, you're going to have offensive linemen coming behind you and push you even further.
So that's Vassell and Caleb Kelsey being dragged by Ty for about 10 yards. So another first down here on the 24. Saints have a little bit of motion. 4 receivers on the right side. They run it. Nice little counter on the inside. One man to beat. Runs through him to about the 7-yard line. He got the tackle, but he made him pay for that tackle.
Yeah, nice hard run, especially when you don't got a lot of room like that. You're always taught to just lower your shoulder and make the guy pay for even trying to tackle you.
And that's that same counter that was working with Cartier in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're still going to. It looks like they're going to make this their bread and butter for today because at this point, GTA does not have anything to stop it.
So the games yesterday, there was one game.
You see London here, they beat Hamilton 31-7. You know, that was a big thing for home field advantage, and they took care of it.
So first and goal on the 8-yard line now. Gwinnett still in there. Little handoff to Ty over to the right side. He should get in. He scores a touchdown for the St. Clair Saints. They'll take a commanding 42-0 lead as the horns and cowbells sound in Acumen Stadium.
And you see there was no one on the edge there, and I believe the lead blocker just didn't even know. He was surprised. There was no one for him to block. He didn't know what to do. And you'll see Ty just takes it right up off the edge here. See number 12 again. Lewis, he's just got no one to block. And Ty's going to run it right up behind him and take it in for 6.
Between the tackles, touchdown doesn't get much easier than that one.
Yep. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Like you said, the lefty's now on the kick here for the Saints. That's Rafferty now looking for the PAT.
My guess is they're trying to see who can do what.
Little kicking competition here in the last game to see who's going to lead the way in the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, there's never anything wrong with some healthy competition. If anything, iron sharpens iron.
Some pushing and shoving here at the goal line. GTA getting a little frustrated, down 43-0.
Yeah, when you get beat up on like they are right now, sometimes tempers flare. But, you know, for the Saints especially, what they want to do is they want to stay out of those scrums. They don't want to get any objectional conducts, any ejections, because any ejections will keep them out for the next, I believe, 2 games.
Yeah, you don't want to suspend 2 games. That's the playoffs right there.
Exactly.
So the Saints got to play smart and not get baited in anything. Just play good, clean football. So we're down to 2:39 to go here in the second quarter. Saints with a commanding 43-0 lead over the GTA Grizzlies.
And looks like Rafferty's actually out to do the kickoff. So maybe they're just trying to throw us a curveball and never tell us or never let us know who's going to be out. Keep us on our toes.
So we got Ofori back, along with Matthew Costa. They're back deep in the end zone. They're expecting a big one from the big left-footed kicker.
Yeah, they also want some room to be able to run up on it and catch it in stride and moving at full speed.
Ball blows off the tee, and we'll have to reset.
Yeah, this wind is really affecting those kickoffs today. Not too crazy of a breeze, but like I was mentioning earlier, even just a little bit with what they're sitting on can knock it right over.
So Yuyute gets the holder duties here on the kickoff.
He looks very excited to be doing it.
He wanted his running start down there.
So you look at the power rankings, St. Clair number 2 in the nation.
Okanagan leading the way.
Yeah, they're undefeated over in the BC Conference.
Costa runs across and cuts his man off. Great tackle on the play. 38, Carl Fabre, the running back, gets down quickly and makes the open field hit.
Yeah, that's how you garner playing time. Even though you're a running back, you get out there and you make the tackle. As you'll see, he just comes in with that speed. That's what running backs have. You don't see a lot of them tackle, but great form tackle.
He's only got 4 rushes on the season, so yeah, he's got to earn some playing time. We got an injury for the Saints, it looks like. Player down. As the trainers check on him.
I wonder if it's...
So there's our power rankings again. So you got the Okanagan Sun, 8-0. Saints right there, 7-0, looking to finish off their season 8-0. Regina Thunder, 6-0. Those will probably be, I would imagine, the top 3 teams come playoff time. West Shore and London right up there as well. So London's going to be a big battle if St. Clair can get that far in the playoffs. Big championship match here at Acumen in a few weeks.
Yeah, you know, it'll be a repeat of the last 2 years. You know, they're the top 2 premier programs right now. You'll see they're pouring over, possibly trying to see what happened with the injury here. It looks like that's number 54.
Yep, that's, I'll let you go on the announcement on that one. Emelwed Shogosh Diaz.
Yeah, I believe 6'2" linebacker out of Chatham Cougars. You know, he's a young guy, rookie player, but nice heavy hitter, and I think he's got a future with the program if he sticks with it. So hope everything's okay with him right now.
So the Grizzlies are pinned back here after that nice kickoff tackle. They'll be at about their 14-yard line, down 43-0. They still have Boyd in there at quarterback. They'll see if they can get their snaps on there. I imagine they worked on that in between the last possession.
Well, you know, they would have had to unless you want a repeat of what's been happening before. See Mike Morenzi giving the call to his defense on the sideline. Longtime coach here at St. Clair and the former AKO Fratman.
He's the defensive coordinator as well as the general manager of the St. Clair Saints team.
Yeah, does a lot of help in recruiting and getting guys in that he wants to play.
Good snap. Drops back. He's got a man, just overthrew him. Miller again close, but that's good coverage there by the defensive back. And that's 31, Nicholas Malman.
Yeah, Malman, another first-year player who's come in and he's made a really big impact, done a lot of good things while he's been on the field. And you'll see, even if that ball was on target, good snap, like you said, but even if that goes on target, Malman's in perfect position to try and punch that ball out. You'll see he brings that arm over and around, the other arm underneath. When you got something like that, it's really hard to hold on to a ball.
Even if he catches it, gain a 2 or 3, he was right there for the tackle.
Exactly. Malman coming from Kitchener and McMaster University.
So 2:18 to go here. 2nd and 10 from the 14. Grizzlies still have a timeout to work with in this first half. Boyd back. They got 2 receivers on either side. Good snap there. He rolls a little right, dumps it down the middle, low throw, incomplete. That was intended for Jesse Taylor, just a little low.
Yeah, you see, that's what's happening when they hold on. That's why they've been trying to get him with the ball out as quick as possible, because you'll see that Saints front 4 is putting pressure on him. See right there, we just saw head coach Mike Lachance, I believe in his 19th season coaching the team. It's a long time to be a coach.
So the punt return team comes on for the Saints.
Looks like we got Dante Lewis and Tristan Rutherford back to return this.
The punter with his feet on the goal line. The clock ticks just under 2 minutes now. Looks like he's just going to take the
safety.
He's going to take the safety, try and play a field position game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't want to give the Saints the ball, you know, where
2 points isn't going to make a difference right now.
Exactly. You know, sometimes you'll see it when it's a little bit closer. That's a little bit far back, but, you know, like you said, they're probably trying just to play the
He's also kicking into that breeze, so
yeah,
if he gets one up in the air, the Saints are going to be right on top of him. Now they get to push him back, try and let their defense go to work here.
Looks like Cartier's coming back out, along with number 81, Mike Ryan, number 15, Jared Hayes Williams. So
the Saints probably want to practice a little bit of 2-minute drill here, a little bit of practice for the playoffs, try and do a little hurry up, try and get one more score here with their starters in.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to see here. You know, you're probably going to have 2 plays called in the huddle, and then you'll run the first play, and when the ball's placed down, you just run back up, run the second one, and, you know, look for them to work the sidelines, try and get out of bounds, keep that clock stopped. But
so the Saints have 2 timeouts left. Plenty of time here in Canadian football. A lot of clock stoppages in between in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, there's been quite a few, and most of them have been for touchdowns.
So the clock rolls. The line comes up to the ball. Saints a little slow moving. Got about 10 seconds left on the play clock. Got 2 men coming across. A little pitch to the left. A lot of room for Lewis. Lewis trying to get to the outside. Good tackle. He's got 1 man. He's going to get cut off there. Good tackle. He looked at the sideline. He had the end zone in sight, but ran out of room. So he tried to cut it back and got tackled around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's their signature jet play.
Got 2 guys coming across there.
Yeah, again, that's another. They want to get him the ball in open space, so that's a way to do it. You get him running full speed right when he gets the ball, and it's going to be hard. And, you know, it was a good job by GTA to cut him off, but I think we might be looking at this coming back.
After first down.
So, yeah, we do have a holding call.
Backing it up 10. First down.
So from the spot of the foul, it'll be a penalty. So they did gain a few yards on the play.
I do believe that was the wide receiver out on the side. It looks like he was kind of holding him as he was moving. You know, the big thing now with blocking is you want to keep yourself within the cylinder of the player. Any time they go outside and your arms get stretched out, they're going to call you for holding.
So the clock's moving here, so the Saints will have to get up on the ball here. Gwinnett back with a couple of running backs. 2 receivers on each side. It's a little screen. Gets one-handed tackle there by number 2, Felix Afori. He's been all over the place for GTA.
Yeah, it was a good job for him to hold on, you know. Thought they might look at that as being a horse collar.
That was close.
It was pretty close, but, you know.
Got the shoulder pad enough to avoid the penalty.
At a point like this, sometimes some iffy calls get let up.
As long as he's not at risk of injuring him, yes, I agree.
Yeah, keep the game flow moving. That's the biggest thing.
So it was a little wide receiver screen they tried there to Uyute. So we'll see what they do with 2nd and 15 now from the 41. Gwinnett now fakes the handoff, rolls right. He's got room, throws it deep, just over the head of, looks like Lewis there on the right side. He's down. Let's hope he gets up. He's all right. Little roll out there to the right side. They faked the handoff, rolled it out, let the quarterback throw it on the run. Maybe just a touch high to keep control on that running throw.
Yeah, throwing on the run it's very difficult if you can't set your feet, especially, the way he was throwing. If you don't set your feet, it's very hard to make an accurate pass. It's still possible, but it takes a lot more difficulty.
And Shea White had good coverage there. He was step for step there.
Yeah. Nice blanket. Forced Gannett to put the ball in an uncomfortable position for Lewis. So that's number 35, Connor Rafferty, back to punt.
So he's got a breeze at his back. He'll try and boom the ball, try and keep GTA pinned back. They're coming in, and they got the block. It goes straight up in the air, and it bounces forward. They're pouncing on it. The Saints recover, but after the block, GTA is going to come up with that ball. Looks like on the right side, they broke through the line there and had nothing but daylight to get that block.
Yeah, there was plenty coming through, and you'll see right here, a guy comes, jumps right in front, blocks it, and that's not something you want to see at the end of the season, but it's a perfect thing to see also because I could know Coach Greener is going to go and he's going to look at that film and he's going to work those guys in practice in the next couple weeks. So
that was Devontae Edwards, 6'4" linebacker. So he got his fingertips up there. He used all 6'4" to get that block.
Yeah.
So a little bit of momentum there for the GTA sidelines. Still hunkering in the shade over there.
Let's see if they can capitalize on it. I think you're seeing most of the starting defense back out now, especially linebackers and D-line. So potentially trying to get them into what might be probably their final play.
So we got Boyd in the gun here again. Good snap. They've gotten that under control. He goes deep down the left side. That's going to get – oh, they drop it. Two guys fighting for it there for the Saints. That looked like Billy Patterson was one of them.
Billy Patterson, and I think number 17, that was going to be Tiaj Holmes. Two really great players out of this area. Unfortunately,
they both had INT in their eyes, and they just got in each other's way a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the halftime. That was the last play of the half, so we'll see it one more time here.
Yeah, I think they were going for some type of deep pass here. From the looks of it,
even
guys
draw a
running
penalty
deep,
to get one more play or something.
Potentially, or just trying to throw it up, let their athletes make a play. Unfortunately, little underthrown. You'll see right there. I believe definitely Tiaj had that, but I think Patterson wanted to try and get something out of it. So Saints will go into the half with a 45-0 lead.
So they're heading to the locker room. So we'll be back shortly. The Saints are at halftime. They're up 45-0 here at Acumen Field on the campus of St. Clair College. My name is Dan Dominguez alongside Connor Sykes, and we'll be back soon with third quarter action here at Acumen Stadium.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
If any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Every child should learn how to swim, for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
For every big breath, for every little breath, and for every breath in between, Ontario Power Generation is committed to keeping Ontario's air clean. That's why the power we generate is 99% free of smog and carbon emissions. Because clean air matters to us all.
And we are back live at Acumen Stadium here on the campus of St. Clair College. A beautiful Sunday afternoon as the Saints are finishing off their regular season as they hold a commanding 45-0 lead against the GTA Grizzlies. I'm alongside Connor Sykes, and we'll bring you the second half action. Connor, what do you expect to see here in the second half from the Saints?
Well, you know, with this commanding lead right now, I expect to see a lot of guys start to get rotated in, especially a lot of the third, fourth, fifth string guys on the depth chart. You know, as you know, with OFC football, once you hit playoffs, your home capacity for roster is capped, so they got to get some guys playing time while they can.
I think you saw Newsom warming up on the sideline, so when the Saints get the ball, we'll have to see if he gets some action. Big hit on the kickoff return. Let's see what GTA does come up with it and scampers a few yards forward. Again, that wind playing a factor. High kickoff, he couldn't get underneath that ball, and he paid for it with a big hit.
Yeah, the wind is really starting to affect the kickoffs. You'll see, I think that's number 7, Stephen Gannett.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a limp there. Hopefully it's just a cramp, but he's going down and taking a knee.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, you know, especially with how hot it is right now. Even though there's a bit of a breeze, some of these guys who are going to be playing multiple special teams, the cramping is an issue that comes into play.
I don't think the trainers see him yet. He's not getting a whole lot of help yet, but they're starting to make their way over now.
Yeah.
We'll have a little bit of a delay here. That's Gwinnett. He's in his first year. He's a defensive back out of Windsor, 6'1", 180.
Yeah, I went to another storied high school program here at Holy Names. You know, the brother of the quarterback we just saw in the first half, Matthew Gannett, went out to play at Waterloo for a bit before coming back home. So, you know, good DB. He's been good for a while, and he's been, you know, his entire family has been really ingrained in the Windsor Essex football community. So, hope everything's okay with him and it's nothing
Can't
too
tell
serious.
if they're looking at a calf or a knee there. Looks like hopefully a calf. Maybe just strain something. There's a look at the St. Clair sidelines there.
You see his brother there, number 1, Matthew Gannett. Looks like he's getting up and trying to come off his own power, so hope everything's good with him.
They're giving him a lift. That'll probably be the end of Stevens' day. We'll hope he's okay.
Yeah, keep him safe, let him rest up during the bye week. Like we were talking about, saw Jason Newsom warming up on the sideline. I believe the third-string quarterback out of St. Joseph's High School. So I expect we'll probably see him get some playing time here in the second half.
And there's the Saints trainers there. Who's that helping them off the field there?
I do believe that's Aaron on the right. That's his dad, Mr. Gannett, who is the offensive line assistant coach. And
he's off the sideline now. Gets a pat on the head from his coach. I'll check on him later to make sure he's okay. But we're ready again here for second half action.
Yeah, I think you'll see right now, you see a few of the starters in with a few of the backups trying to make sure everyone knows what they're doing.
So Boyd again, still at quarterback for the GTA Grizzlies. He's at the 29-yard line. Inside handoff. Few yard gain there for Felix Afori. He's been Mr. Everything for them. He's been on their DB, their special teams, and now running the ball.
Yeah, you know, when you get a guy as athletic as he is, you kind of just put him all over the field, especially if you're a team like this. You'll see right here, great fill and tackle by number 8, Nick Brakovic.
GTA's got a player down now.
Let's see who that is.
In his 50s. It might have been 53, Caleb Kelsey, but I couldn't get a look at the number there. 55?
66, I believe.
66. So that's Dominic Ferrari down on the field.
It looks like they're looking at his toe or possibly his calf.
Yeah, another calf.
You know, in games like this, this is the last thing you want to see. You don't want to see these injuries coming out, you know, ending guys' seasons or even just their day. You want everyone to stay healthy and just have a good time. And like I said, start of this broadcast, at the end of the day, it's just a game.
So he might be the center, because it looks like they might have a backup center there working on it. So we have some upcoming webcasts here on We Digital. On October 5th, the women and men's soccer will play here at the stadium. 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. starts here at Acumen. On October 12th, the women's softball will play just behind us here at the softball stadium. October 12th, 6 and 8 o'clock, a doubleheader. And then we have men's baseball, October 13th, at Lacoste Park, as the St. Clair's men's team will take on the Fanshawe Falcons. Again, a doubleheader beginning at 6 with the second game around 8 o'clock. So his teammates are helping him off the field. We'll hope it's just a cramp for him, because this warm, it's October football. We don't expect to get it this warm as it is normally.
Yeah, the sun's beating down right now. There's not a cloud in the sky, and
there's a few of the guys on the sideline.
A couple of D linemen.
Getting some camera action there. That Brendan Dodman I see there.
Yeah, they're just trying to have some fun.
Cameraman Calvin making a few guys famous there for the Saints. So Boyd back again. 2nd and 8 now. Looks over to the left side. Had a man open on the right. Nice throw and catch there. He drags him forward. Big guy, Jacob Karpik again. He's kind of their tight end, it looks like. He's been dragging a few of the Saints defenders with him.
Yeah, a bit bigger of a receiver. You'll see they run a little post route, and I think DB passed it off. Yeah, it looks like DB fell off onto the out route here, and that opened up number 89 on this middle. Should be a little lucky. Going over the field like that, especially with a free safety in the middle, you can sometimes expect a big hit.
Norton was come across. He wrapped the body up and instead of throwing the shoulder, but Saints gang tackle him down, but a first down.
Yeah, you'll see right here they're trying to communicate what happened. You know, again, these are two guys now who don't normally play.
Exactly.
So they're just trying to figure things out and make the most of their chances while they can.
So 1st and 10 here. Grizzlies on their own 48. Boyd over, a little dump-off pass to the running back. Cuts back, but has nowhere to go.
Great tackle by number 8, Nick Brakovic. You'll see they send the Sam linebacker, Josh Allen, on a blitz on the outside. And like the quarterback's been doing, he's dumping it off into the blitz. You'll see 52 come, and it's just a great play by number 8 to make the open field tackle.
Hansel tried to cut it back, but Brakovic was all over him.
Yeah, team captain, a great leader in the linebackers. I believe selected as the position leader for that group. And
big linebacker, 6'2", 225.
Yeah, very rangy. Got the long arms to make the plays and very sound technically.
So it's a 4-yard loss there. 2nd and 14 now. Boyd still in at quarterback. Got a couple receivers on each side. Drops straight back. Looks down the middle. Bobbled and dropped by number 4, Malcolm Miller. He had that. He would have been a little short of the first down, but it would have made it interesting on 3rd and short what the Grizzlies would have done.
Yeah, I think in film coming up next week, Morency's going to talk to some of his linebackers. I believe it was number 44, Nick Trifon. On that, he was just a little too wide. You would see if he would have watched the receiver and kind of stayed on his inside just a little bit, he probably could have made an interception out of that. So
yeah, if Hamilton's watching this broadcast on We Digital, they're going to see that underneath has been open quite a bit today. Just GTA hasn't been able to capitalize.
Exactly, so expect them to try it. So it looks like back we got number 14, Tristan Rutherford, and number 80, Ty Colquhoun, I believe brother of the famed Arjun Colquhoun, who went to Michigan State.
The kick back to the 30. He's got some room on the left, cuts it back up the middle. Now there's room on the outside. Cuts back again, close to midfield. Now he's breaking a couple tackles. Excellent run back all the way to the GTA 50-yard line.
Great job by Rutherford. You'll see a flag come out there, so not too sure what's going on. We'll have to wait for the call on that.
There wasn't much to that to begin, but he made himself some room.
Yeah, you see he's just very patient. Once he gets this ball, he waits for things to open up, and he tries to use his agility to make some moves. And you'll see he comes up, lets guys get the block on, cuts back outside again. Just being very patient. So we'll see what the flag is.
Looks like
here.
they're backing the Saints up here. Maybe a hold that helped Rutherford get to the outside. Looks like 67 there is pleading his case. Was Mark Speller out there.
Okay, we had holding. The return team.
Yep. Holding
also
on
had
St. Clair.
unnecessary roughness. Lou, back it up. 5-yard difference. First down.
So the Saints get backed up now to their own 44.
Yeah, it looks like there was, I believe, an objectionable conduct. That's number 8. You'll see on your screen right there, Nick Brakovic, when he made that play out in the side. Like I said, he's a leader on that defense. He's got one more year of eligibility, so expect him to make leaps and bounds next year, too.
So, yeah, there's an unnecessary roughness that backed the Saints up. That's a throw over to Lewis on the right side. He tries to get to the outside to get the corner, gets pushed out at about the 50-yard line.
Yeah, just a simple pass again, trying to get him to the outside, get him in open space, and let him use his speed to move. They actually have number 1, Matt Gannett, in at quarterback. Threw that right there. You'll see he just lets the blocks happen, uses his speed to get to the outside. Good job here not taking an unnecessary hit. You know, some guys will try and show their toughness by lowering the shoulder and trying to get that first down, but when you're on first down in a game like this, keep your body safe and healthy, and
maybe trying to give Gannett one more drive here, a little bit of confidence to end his day.
yeah, it looks like they got number 25, Boris Wright, in the backfield.
Steps back, throws right. Hayes Williams gets the first down and gets dragged down just about the 45-yard line. The Saints get a first down. Nice little easy pitch and catch out of the outside. They're not going to stop that.
I want to point out that not only is he a great returner, not only is he a great receiver, and not only is he a great runner, but Dante Lewis is a great blocker. If they bring the replay up here, he just absolutely handled his blocker, and that's what you want to see out of guys like that. Guys who are leaders on the team who have been here for a long time. You want to see them show that effort in facets of the game that aren't considered glamorous.
Yeah, 4 receivers over to the left side. He looks over that way. He's got Yute. A lot of room on the left. Cuts, stops, and keeps going. He's up the middle. Now he's getting gang tackled. He kind of juked and jived there a couple times, but he just ran out of room.
Yeah.
Nice little reception there for Yute.
Yeah, eventually all those guys that are chasing are going to come in. You'll see it's their 3rd screen pass they've ran in a row, so it looks like they're just trying to get their guys into open space, let them do some work, give them a couple more touches before they eventually...
Might even had a little bit of a script coming out of the second half. They run a few plays they want to get kind of nailed down.
Yeah, you see that originated with Bill Walsh in the 80s with the San Francisco 49ers, scripting those plays just to get things done and see what the defense does on it.
So Gannett's still back in the pistol there. Fakes the handoff, looks right. Almost intercepted. They had that one dialed in. That was 38 Liam MacArthur. If he would have caught that, there was no one in sight that was going to stop him. So he had seen that play before, the little fake handoff. We'll look at it again. He was all over that.
Yeah, you know, once you start running the same play back to back to back, eventually even the simplest of defenses are going to catch on. And, you know, he just uses his length there to make a great play on a low-thrown ball. And like you said, if he would have gotten more than a hand on it, probably could have gone for 6 for the GTA Grizzlies.
He did a good job staying home on his assignment there, not chasing the fake handoff. A little handoff inside. A lot of room out on the left side. That's Boris. Boris Wright with a lot of room down the left.
Boris Wright, another kid out of Holy Names. You know, a bit of a smaller guy than you'll normally see.
Yeah, he's only 5'6".
160, but he is fast and shifty. And let me tell you, I've seen it firsthand. He can take a hit and keep going.
And he can get down below those linemen, those offensive linemen. The defense won't be able to find them. By the time they find them, he'll be past them.
Exactly.
1st and 10 now on the 20-yard line. 7:43 and counting. Going left to right across your screen. Big throw. Nice catch there by Jared Hayes-Williams. He's going to look to the end zone, cuts back, down at about the 4-yard line. He threw that way across the field, and he had all sorts of room.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an errant pass, but great catch by Jared, and able to haul it in and then get his eyes downfield. You know, very lucky that he had the blocking that he had, that it gave him the time to be able to make the throw, because it looked like it could have been a bit of a backwards pass, and if that's dropped, that's a live ball that GTA can pick up. So
sure, they're going to want him to hang on to that ball a little bit different than that loaf of bread he had
there.
Yeah,
that's kind of something, a signature that he's known for, but when you got a guy who's been an All-Canadian 2 years in a row, sometimes you just got to let him be who he is.
So that breeze playing a bit of a factor on that throw. We got a stoppage on the field, timeout. Defense wasn't prepared there, so GTA will take a timeout. Gannett comes over the sideline to discuss with his head coach what they want to do on this 1st and goal from the 4.
Yeah, it looks like GTA was missing a player. They just sent one back out onto the field, and especially, you know, even though it's 45-0, you don't want to just roll over and let the Saints walk all over you. You want to show some fight in it. So props to the Grizzlies for doing that and still playing hard.
So that's right in the backfield again. Alongside him,
number 32, Jarrell Pappin.
That's the big fullback there, 6'2", 250. They give him the ball. He's going to power his way into another Saints touchdown. Nobody was putting him down on that play.
Yeah, the offensive line is going to have fun in the film room there, just absolutely dominating this front 7 for the GTA Grizzlies. The holes on these runs are absolutely wide open, and you know, you'll see right here, running behind number 67, 65.
I think we could have got you through that hole there, Connor.
I think so too.
So the Saints will line up. They got a little confusion on the point after team here. Number 65, Corey Levesque from Tecumseh runs on the field. We got another late arrival. The special teams coach going to want to make sure they got their ducks in a row here.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing in games like this. Guys got to stay focused.
Kicks up and good. 52-0 now for the Saints lead it. We're at Acumen Stadium on the beautiful campus of St. Clair College. A gorgeous Sunday afternoon here. The Saints lead it 52-0 against the GTA Grizzlies with 6:27 to go in the third quarter. We'll see if the Saints start rolling in more of the backups. The Saints' last game was September 24th here. They had a shutout lead after the half, 16-0, and after the first quarter, and 23-0 at half. And that's when the strong Hamilton, they battled back in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, scoring 13 points. So that's going to be something they're going to want to work on. They can't, up 23-0, you don't want to give Hamilton any chance of coming back in a couple weeks.
Yeah, they've played 2 tight games against them, and Hamilton's not someone who's just, it's not going to be an easy game for the Saints. They got to prepare hard, and they got to make sure they finish the game out.
You got to stay on the gas. You can't let up.
Nope. So you see number 35, Connor Rafferty, now out there to kick.
Left footer gives it a boot over to the back left corner of the stadium. Nice catch there by the returner. He's got a few holes. Good game, good tackle there.
Got a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what that is.
That looked like Dalton Van Laer on the tackle there out of Essex. Good special teams tackle.
Yeah, again, good lane discipline. There was a little bit of cracks here. You'll see actually maybe on your screen. Didn't see it there, but again, good tackle just running into him. You also had 3 other guys around, so probably wasn't going to go for anything, but you like to see guys make tackles right off the bat.
Look at the Saints sideline there.
Okay, unnecessary roughness, block below the waist.
Chop block, it looks like there against the Grizzlies, so that's going to back them up. Those chop blocks are dangerous for those guys in traffic.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why they've pretty much almost outlawed it entirely. It's such a danger having that head go towards the knee.
That's Tyson Green fired up on the sidelines.
Yeah, maybe he was the one who got hit, especially it's kind of an unwritten rule, so when guys do that to you, it's a personal thing, and a lot of guys don't like it, so.
Yeah, these Saints want to get ready for the playoffs. They don't need any injuries at this point in the season to hurt their chances at Ontario Football Conference Championship. So we still have Boyd back there. Ryan Boyd, the quarterback. He drops back, looks out left again, a wobbler, but it gets outside. He's got nowhere to go. That was 26, Emmanuel Hansel on the catch. He's normally a DB by trade.
That was a great... We'll see on the replay here. I think that was number 36, Zivian Doherty. Great play to come up off of the sideline. You'll see again, he looked to him immediately, and
he wanted to get that ball out so quick he didn't even have his fingers on the laces, so that's why it came out like a wounded duck there. So
yeah, it was just a catch and throw, and especially at this point in the game when you've been getting pressured for almost 3 quarters now, you're getting a little jittery, and we'll have to.
So the penalty and now the 6-yard loss on first down. They're backed up all the way back on their own 13-yard line. But just over 4 minutes to go here in the third. Grizzlies are going to have to try and get backed up from their own end zone. Let's see if they have anything left in their bag of tricks here. Boyd the snap. He looks over to the right. Tipped at the line of scrimmage. Looks like 98 got a finger of that. Mo Ibrahim getting a hand on it.
Yet again, that's a big thing that they teach when on the defensive line. If you don't think you're going to get to the quarterback and make the sack, just get your hands up. Especially with a lot of these guys being 6 feet and above, you put your hands up, it makes it really difficult for a quarterback to see and pass behind. And even if he's able to get it behind, the pass has to go high and over the head, and it allows your defensive backs and linebackers to come up and make a tackle.
Yeah, the Grizzlies line did a good job there, and it looked like they did have a man open down the middle, but the D-line, like you said, get those hands up if you can't get to the QB and see what happens. There's 52. We got a little dance party on the sidelines there. Josh Allen.
Just having fun in his last regular season home game. So
one of the graduating players here for the Saints.
I think we might see a knee here, but
might play a little field position game, especially with the roller, and they'll take the safety. The punter kneels down for the safety. That's going to make it 54-0 now. St. Clair Saints leading the GTA Grizzlies. So our next broadcast here on We Digital is going to be Wednesday, October 5th, starting at 6 p.m. We have OCAA Soccer as Lambton will come to Acumen Stadium here at St. Clair to take on our women's Saints at 6 o'clock, followed by the men at 8 o'clock. We hope to see you at the stadium, but if you can't be at the stadium, we can catch all the action on We Digital. There's the coaching, the sideline there.
Yep,
Talking about what they're going to do for the second half.
Defensive line and linebacker coaches chatting up with their players. I think we'll see here now Jason Newsom's come in. So they're going to give him a go and see what he can do. A lot of secondary running backs and receivers as well.
Brush getting a day off today, nursing a bit of an injury, so the Saints playing it safe, giving their second and third string a little bit more action. So the quarterback, he takes it right up the middle. Nice run there by Newsom.
Nice quarterback draw, led up the field by number 6, Kean Vokes, and number 29, Tyson Green. You know, those are some guys who don't normally get some playing time. So in a game like this, I think we're probably going to see them out for the rest of the game. And we'll go from there, see how they do.
Yeah, Newsom only he's 3 for 3 for 67 yards, so he hasn't had a lot of action this year. It looks like more of a running quarterback, but I'm sure they'll try and get him a few throws here.
Especially get those backup receivers some balls and see if they can make something happen, see who's good.
A little inside handoff, flag on the play. Big hole down the middle. Nice tackle there, but nice run through the hole by Kean Vokes. Might have been someone lined up offside. We'll see if GTA was lined up offside. That might stand.
Let's see where the flag goes. They went back to that counter again. So GTA just still hasn't done anything to try and counteract it.
And they've been working that play since the first snap of the game.
And number 6, Kean Vokes, second-year player. You know, he's another short guy that they have in the backfield. Only sitting around 5'7", 180 out of holy names, but he is fast and elusive again.
So they decline that penalty, and they'll take the run. Kean Vokes wants to keep those yardage on the old stat book.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing you want. You know, like I was saying, Saints have a lot of good running backs. They're not necessarily big or fast or strong, but they have a really deep core, and I think they think that they can lean on almost any one of their running backs that they have in their group.
Yep, good coaching staff. Do what they're taught, do it right, and it'll execute. So inside handoff. Again, big hole down the middle. That's Tyson Green with the big run. He bulldozes his way down past the 40-yard line. We got a GTA player down.
Yeah, giving the fullback some love. You know, you don't see it very often in football nowadays. Fullback's kind of a forgotten position, but when you get to the Canadian League with, you know, the extra man on the field, they're able to show him off. And good hard run by the guy, breaking a couple of tackles. You know,
let the big fella eat. So we'll have a little break in the action here while the trainers tend to the D linemen of the Grizzlies. He's trying to make his way back to his feet. Good job by him.
Yeah.
That's 79, David Rozic, 6'1", 270. Big lineman there for the GTA Grizzlies.
Yeah, it looks like he's going off the field on his own power. That's exactly what you want to see when guys go down like that. So you see shot of a couple of receivers and quarterbacks, Brush and Gannett, Lewis and Rutherford. Just, you know, enjoying their time. Time off the clock, as I like to call it.
Yeah,
they sit
into the last minute of the third quarter now. So Newsom still back behind center in a bit of a pistol formation. About close to shotgun there. A little fake inside handoff. Backwards pass. That could be trouble. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, not too sure what happened there. They got to be a little bit careful with that. Newsom is a left-handed quarterback, so that's why they want to run it to that side so he can get his arm across. But just a little too high for Vokes, you know. That's one of the downsides of having some shorter running backs is you have a smaller surface area to hit.
So they did call that a backwards pass. They lost 2 or 3 yards on that, so that could have been all sorts of trouble for the Saints there if that ball didn't roll out of bounds. So we're coming to the last play of the third quarter here. 2nd and 13 from Grizzlies' 42-yard line. We'll see if they give Newsom another shot to throw here. Receivers in motion. They hand the ball off. That's Kean Vokes. He's going to get dragged down just inside the 40-yard line. Good job by the Grizzlies to keep him from getting to the outside.
Yeah, they try to give it back to him, and that was just a good job, like you said, by the Grizzlies to flow. You know, first guy gets there and just holds on. That's the biggest key on defense. When you get someone in the hole to be able to make a play, you want that guy to at least hold on to the ball. Even if he doesn't make the tackle, at least have him there and hanging on just in case something happens. We got the refs conferring here, so I'm wondering if...
We got another flag, maybe one more play in this third quarter.
Possibly. To see what ref Bruce Carter says.
Okay, had offside on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
So a defensive penalty. He was offside. So it looks like the Saints will get one more try heading into the breeze.
Yep. Still going to be second down, so.
They'll shorten it up now. 2nd and 8 from the GTA 37.
Yeah, so I'd expect them, if they don't get it, Canadian football, this would probably be something around a 45-yard field goal, depending on where they get the ball to next. So I would expect to see a kick possibly coming out of this if they don't make it.
So Newsom under center this time. First time we've seen that from the Saints, I believe. Fake pitch out, inside handoff. Moving his feet, getting through the run. Tyson Green. Beautiful run by Green there. He was churning those legs to fight through would-be tacklers. And does get the first down. Excellent run there.
Yeah, beautiful run. That's what is typically called as a trap run. What's going to happen is the guard is going to pull up to the front side. And then you see Tyson Green just makes a couple guys miss, runs hard, all the way through, churning those feet.
So another penalty there. So this is going to extend the third quarter once again, but this time we back the Saints up.
I think that was an offside on the Saints.
You're right. There's big number 68 on the sidelines. That's Izat Nagmi. He's from the UK, London, England.
Yeah, one of the 2 guys they managed to recruit from over there, and it's always good to dip your hands in as many places as possible to get the best talent that you can.
So Newsom in the gun now. 2 receivers on each side. Inside handoff. He's brought down just inside the 35-yard line.
Yeah, there was that counter play again. GTA did a little bit better of a job guarding it, so we'll see probably a 3rd and long from the 35-yard line on the other side.
It's about 6 yards to go.
Yes.
So that brings the third quarter to an end here at Acumen Stadium. So they'll go to break. The St. Clair Saints are leading at 54-0 against the GTA Grizzlies. So we're setting up for a long field goal here. We're back. Big kick. That's just off to the right through the receiver's hands. And that'll go now for our second rouge of the day. That was a long field goal attempt there. That was from, about a 41-yard field goal attempt.
Yeah, 41-42 by that Connor Rafferty kid. In situations like this, it's like, why not try it? This isn't the kick that you're going to attempt when you're in a tie game with 2 minutes left in the UFC Championship with London. But when you're up 54-0 against GTA, it's a good chance to just see if your kicker can even make it.
Try and build a little confidence. There might be a time in the game somewhere in the playoffs they're going to need that kick for a win.
Exactly. See right here on your screen, defensive coordinator Mike Morency, also the general manager.
Working probably some of the backups in there, trying to keep everyone straight on D. And I imagine they're going to try and get some of these graduating players on the field if they can too.
Yeah, well, what you'll typically see out of Morency in these later games is he'll put starters with backups, just so that guys know what they're doing. You don't have a bunch of new players out there who are unsure of what to do.
Looks like a new quarterback there. That looks like Joseph Vidocq now at quarterback for the Grizzlies. Nice tight spiral for the reception. He's close to a first down. I think he's going to get it. We'll see if the referee spots it. That's their top receiver, Malcolm Miller there.
Yeah, good player. Great way to shake off some of the tackles. I believe they might be marking him just short.
No, chains are moving.
Chains are moving, so it's going to be a first down.
Nice tight spiral there. The shorter quarterback, only 5'7", but he was able to hit that, again, underneath like we've been seeing all day. The Saints are going to have to do a little bit better covering that.
Yeah,
but again, gang tackle there.
Yeah, good throw motion by him. So I guess we'll see. Again, in a game like this, even though you're losing 55-0, GTA is still going to try and get their backups in and see what
Get
they
some
can
of their
do.
younger players, see what they have for next season. So Vidoc now back in the game. Takes the snap, fires it across the middle. Nice reception by the big wide receiver, Alex Spears. He doubles as an offensive lineman, but he's playing, looks like a tight end spot there for a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, for you to be able to do that, you got to be pretty athletic to not only be strong and big enough to play on the offensive line, but be able to run routes like him. And you know what? Great job by him to hold on to that ball and secure the catch to make it about 2nd and 5.
Every big fella thinks he can run routes, right?
Oh, yeah. Every big fella wants to.
So getting that little chance in this last game of the season. We don't know if he's playing his last game. He wants to get a few yards on the old resume. Vidoc now looks left, a little high, just off Miller's hands. Good throw there. He would have had the first down.
Yeah, you know what? He's doing a good job of reading this defense of the Saints and putting in spots for the receivers to make the catch. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't, but he's reading it well.
Looked like the height might have been a little problem there, trying to get it over all those big fellas in front of him. Had to give it a little loft, but just out of Miller's reach.
Yeah, that's sometimes what you get when you're a shorter quarterback playing behind these offensive linemen who, not for GTA specifically, but typically you'll see offensive linemen average anywhere from 6'2" to 6'4".
And those D linemen, once they get those arms up in the air, there's another couple feet, so yeah. So he drops back, looks deep to the big fella. He gets brought down. There is a flag on the play.
That's going to be pass interference.
So Alex Spears draws the pass interference. The GTA Grizzlies bringing out their secret weapon here in the second half.
Yeah, they should have been using him more often in the first. Even though he doesn't make the pass here, that's still going to be some positive yardage gain by the Grizzlies and going to put them in plus territory on the Saints sideline.
Get pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty up first down.
So the pass interference call will give the Grizzlies the first down on the Saints' 45-yard line. 11-18 and counting. 55-0 here for the Saints over the Grizzlies here at the campus of St. Clair College at Acumen Stadium. Vidoc drops back, looks to run, scrambles. He's getting brought down. Number 98, Mo Ibrahim with the sack.
And he's been having himself a game. It was a nice rush up the middle. And quarterback didn't get it out in time, and I think he was looking to run, but by that point it was just too late. You'll see here, catches the snap, almost an offside on the Saints. They brought a strong side blitz, and right there, Mo just beat his guy entirely.
So a fumble recover early in the game, and now he gets himself a sack. He's all over the score sheet today.
I believe they're going to get...
You called it on the offside penalty there. He thought he might have jumped. He, in fact, did jump. So that'll take the sack away from Mo. He'll have to go get himself another one. 1st and 5 now on the 40. Joseph Vidoc now. Deep shotgun here. Spears across the middle. Little dump off. Wow, 27 was right there for the Saints.
Yeah.
Ryan Nazem.
Covered perfectly. Typically when you see a running back jump out like that, any guy who's playing in that down flat area on the side of the field is going to jump that. And it was a great jump. And I think if that ball was a bit more on target, he probably would have done something.
So the next football broadcast on We Digital is going to be October the 15th. Coming up in a couple weeks. Probably going to be at 7 o'clock that night, but it's not official yet. We're going to be the Saints are going to be taking on the Hamilton Hurricanes. They've beat them in a couple of close matchups so far this season. And that'll be the start of the playoff for the Saints as they look to do a championship run here in the Ontario Football Conference. There's the snap. Deep throw down the left side. They got a receiver open just off the fingertips. That's Miller again down the left side. Good coverage there by Ryan Nazem. I got to give him a shout out. Out of Leamington, Ontario, my hometown right now. That's where I'm from.
Yeah, you see number 4, Miller, he's their go-to guy. If it wasn't evident by now, they're trying to get everything to him. It's a good placement, maybe just a little bit outside of his fingertips, but, with the coverage on him, that's pretty much the best you're going to get at that point.
3rd and 5, I believe they're going to go for this. Nothing to lose here with 8 and change to go here in the fourth quarter. try and get themselves, they want to try and get on the scoreboard, get rid of that goose egg. So they got a couple receivers on each side, couple of backs in with the quarterback. Vidal steps back, blitz from the outside. That's going to be trouble. Through a couple receivers' hands, incomplete. That was 47 coming around the end. Michael Gomes looked like on a little bit of a linebacker blitz there.
Yeah, they sent a strong side blitz there, and again, they must be doing a good job of coaching these quarterbacks. Not a lot of them know to throw into the blitz, and he did that there. But again, great coverage by Ryan Najim, and was able to break up that pass and get a turnover on downs.
So yeah, if there's one less guy coming on the blitz, that means there's one less defender over on that side where he threw it. Just went through a couple receivers' hands.
So we'll see the Saints take over right now. Newsom's still in at quarterback.
It looks like Boris Wright, the running back, next to his QB. 1st and 10, high snap. He's going to run it down the right side. Looked like a planned run. Big hole. He's going big. He tries to cut it back left. Tackle just inside the 50-yard line. Nice run by the quarterback there.
Yeah, that's another one of those quarterback draw plays. You know, especially in a game like this when you're winning so much, you don't really want to throw the ball. But if you want to see if a guy's any good, you're going to give him the ball in his hands. That's exactly what they're doing with these draw plays here. So
yeah, planned QB draw there, right, Connor?
Yeah.
There's Newsom back in the huddle. So on the 49-yard line, 7:12 to go. The Saints going right to left across your screen. A little breeze behind the quarterback. A little inside handoff. You guys go right up the middle. Fights off a couple tacklers. Gain of 1 or 2 there. He didn't have a lot of room there, but that was a hard run there by Boris Wright.
Yeah, that was a great job by one of the defensive players to just get into the backfield, if I can see on the replay here. You know, that's the biggest thing. Getting penetration and blowing up these run plays is what will do it. You'll see number, I believe that was 78, just sheds his man. Even though he doesn't make the tackle, he still makes the play by forcing the running back to stop his feet in the hole, and that allows the other defensive linemen and linebackers to fill in and come make the tackle.
And that was Gabriel De Los Santos Vargas. Nice long name. Doesn't fit on the back of the jersey, though. So it's 2nd and 9 now. Back in the snap. The lefty drops back. Throws it down to the right side. He's got room on the right. He gets the first down and gets dragged down.
Flag comes out. We might get a holding on the Saints here. But
that was Szymanski on the catch on the right side.
Let's see what the call is. Biggest thing these backups need to learn is play discipline and being able to run an offense without committing penalties. So I think we're going to see right here what the call is.
Saints are starting to walk back. So a nice throw, catch, and run, all for naught, as they get caught on the holding penalty. And they'll be forced to go 2nd and long from just on their own side of the midfield.
Yeah, the blocking you do in practice doesn't mimic the blocking in the game. It's a lot different of a speed, and this is what times like these are for. It's for these young guys to learn that how to play in games rather than practice, because some guys spend the entire year just in practice.
So I saw Javier Lewis come on. We haven't seen much of him yet today. A lot of motion. That jet sweep to the left. He's got room at the 50, 45, 40, right at the first down marker. It looks like he got the first down there. The big fella, 67, leading the way there. That was Mark Speller just creating a wall of room for the running back to get by.
Yeah, number 82, Tyler Szymanski, one of their backup wide receivers. Good job on just sitting behind his blockers, you know, letting the play unfold, getting behind number 12, you know, avoiding contact and just, well, by the end, starting contact.
You get Speller with a head of steam there. You don't want to be in his path.
No, I definitely do not if he's moving that fast down the field, especially for some of these DBs who don't weigh more than 180 pounds.
So 1st down now here for the Saints, 35-yard line. 4 minutes to go, just over 4 minutes to go in this one. Newsom hands off to the right side, around the end. Ty Conquin tries to fight it in, gets pushed out of bounds at about the 7-yard lines.
Yeah, they just go back to the same play, but run it the other way and let some other guys get some touches. And, you know, if GTA is going to keep giving up that edge like they are here, then
This wide Canadian football, there's a lot of room if you got the speed to get out there.
exactly. And, you know, Cole Kuhn being the brother of a former NCAA player, he's definitely got that.
And there's some of the GTA scores we've seen. Again, they've been on the short end of every game this year. So this one got out of hand early in the first half. They're looking to battle the rest of the way in this last game of the Ontario Football Conference regular season. So Newsom back in the gun again. 2 receivers on each side. That's a quarterback draw again. He's looking to score himself. He's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Beautiful blocking on that play, just opening up. You see, he doesn't even really have to make a cut. He just runs right through the middle. You know, you'll start seeing now with these second and third string guys who have kind of started to fall under the wing of some of the older players. These older players get excited for them. And
that looks like that might have been Newsom's first touchdown, so he was excited to get to the end zone there.
Yeah, you'll see right there on the replay, he doesn't even have to make a cut. It's just a wide open lane for him to run through. So good on him for getting his first touchdown, and you'll see the guys on the sideline give him props.
And Newsom in his second year, so he'll hopefully be back next year. Give the Saints a good running option at QB.
Looks like we got Preston Knight in to kick.
Knight, another kicker out of Leamington, Ontario. A lot of soccer out there, so we hopefully produce some good field goal kickers out there as well.
Yeah, most soccer players that I know are pretty good football kickers, and that's surprising.
Just got to remind them over the bar.
Yeah, not under.
So 62-0. It got out of hand early. The Saints brought the opening kickoff for a touchdown, and that set the tone for this game. They had 7-0 lead 16 seconds in, and it's been all St. Clair ever since. GTA is going to try and finish up strong in the last 3 minutes, but this one's has been over since the half.
Yeah, you'll see the guys on the GTA sideline. You know, at this point, you know you're down. And at this point, all you can do is kind of just have fun with it, enjoy your last game of the regular season. And
there's 91-90. That's Nico Herkin. I know Nico. And Khalil Sadiku.
Yeah, you'll see Octo Finea and Lorenzo Blake, actually one of the players out of that they recruited from the States.
Actually coached Nico in basketball at LeSoeur for a weekend. Their coach was down, and I helped coach those guys. He was a power forward, so you can see why he's good in football. He was strong to move off the block in basketball, so being a strong linebacker, I'm sure he'll be able to get to that quarterback.
We'll see the ball here again. Keeps falling. Looks like Enzi's going to have to, they might try it, see how it's going, but you can see that wind on the flags. It's affecting the kicking game here.
Big boot down to the left side. That's going to be a tough hop for him to handle. He picks it up at the end zone. That's Costa trying to get out of there. He's brought down about the 6-yard line. That took a big hop on Costa. He had trouble wrangling that around the goalpost, and by then the Saints were all over him.
Yeah, whenever you get down in those kickoff situations, you can't handle the ball right off the snap. You're just giving that defense more and more time to get down the field. You'll see it bounces once, bounces out of his hands. He has to stop to pick it up. That's an extra 2 or 3 seconds that, you know.
And you look up and you see all those white shirts coming at you.
Yeah, it's definitely a scare, but those 2 or 3 seconds, that costs a good 10 to 15 yards easily.
There's some of the guys on the bench there. Number 50, Simon Keck. Next to him, sitting down, Corey Levesque. His 4th year out of Tecumseh.
Yeah, one of the graduating players and one of the leaders on that offensive line, talking with the injured quarterback Brush. Hopefully he's back for the next game. Probably just giving him some rest.
So 2 minutes to go, and the Grizzlies are backed up on their own goal line again. That looks like Boyd's back in at quarterback. He'll try and finish this game out, maybe his last game, so maybe he wants to get 1 or 2 more throws in.
Yeah, tried to throw it on a rope in there, and unfortunately there was great coverage by the defense. You know, at this point, they're just going out trying to have some fun with it.
And there's another one. There's the St. Clair scores this year. You know, they have a good plus-minus all season long. A couple of 80-point games early in the season against Quinte. But those big ones to look at right there are the games against Hamilton. 20-6 here at the stadium. 23-13, I believe that was at Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton. That's going to be the playoff matchup here in a couple weeks at Acumen Stadium on the campus of St. Clair College.
Yeah, that'll be a game to watch.
2nd down and 10 from their own 6. Drops back. Deep to the corner, way over Miller's head. No chance at all there.
Looks like there was a bit of miscommunication again. just tried to get it out there before pressure got to him. See third down, punt unit coming out. I would probably anticipate some sort of a safety here.
So we're in the last minute here. I'm Dan Dominguez alongside Connor Sykes as we bring you the fourth quarter action here. It's time's ticking down. The Saints are going to improve to 8-0 as they enter the Ontario Football Conference playoffs in 2 weeks. Likely against the Hamilton Hurricanes here at Acumen Stadium on the beautiful campus of St. Clair College. Clock's still ticking down, so we'll see what GTA decides to do here, but I don't think we'll see a lot more action coming here from see if they give up the safety here again or just try and run it forward. Or play clock's not running, so that looks like that's going to be it. I think they're going to stand there and after that shake hands. So
call the game. No point in risking somebody getting hurt. Just let the clock wind down. Have every team get out of here
So
safely.
the clock's down to 0. We'll get that final play here for the Grizzlies. Waiting for the snap here. He snaps it. He's going to try and get out of the end zone in case you had that minus 62, minus 63. You're not going to cover there on your St. Clair College bets, but and they shake hands. So the Saints do it. They finish the season undefeated the regular season. And we have some more broadcasts coming here on We Digital. Upcoming this Wednesday, October 5th, the women and men's will play soccer here at Acumen Stadium at 6 and 8 o'clock. Next weekend, we have the women's softball at 6 and 8 o'clock on October 12th. And then men's baseball over at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh on October 13th, 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Well, the Saints do it here. They shake hands, congratulating themselves, and now shaking hands with the Grizzlies. They win this game 62-0 here at Acumen Stadium to wrap up the regular season. If you missed any of the action here on We Digital, be sure to go wedigital.ca to catch up on any action that you may have missed. And we'll be back here for the playoffs, October 15th at Acumen Stadium to watch the St. Clair Saints take on the Hamilton Hurricanes in semifinal action. My name is Dan Dominguez, and alongside with Connor Sykes, we'd like to thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time here on We Digital.